Hi everyone, it's Claire back again. So I've got a few hundred nail polishes, probably edging up to that 1,000 number. But I haven't got many black polishes. I was originally going to do a video looking at glittery, comparing glittery black polishes, but I realised I didn't have a massive amount of black polishes overall, so I've pulled them all out. I think I've got about 16, 18. I'm going to do some comparisons. Some of them are glittery, shimmery. I've got some straightforward black creams that I need to see whether or not I want to keep some of them. And yeah, so before we start, let me show you on my nails. In fact, let me get the flash. This is Prism Polish Throne of Lies. And it's got the unicorn pea pigment, the original unicorn pea pigment. It's absolutely beautiful. In some lights that pigment looks like a greenish colour. It's absolutely beautiful. There we go, I've turned the flash off again, so this is like daylight, the daylight lamp. And this is actually 3 coats. I did this just before I went to bed last night, so I dinked it, tried to repair it. I also dinked it here, which I have managed to repair. It's a beautiful finish, but I have to say it's not for the nail polish novice. You're going to look at this on the first coat and think it's a bit sheer and patchy. It does need to be built up, or you can wear it over another purple polish as a topper, but it is absolutely beautiful, and I really am glad that I've got some of this original unicorn pea pigment. So that's Throne of Lies from Prism Polish. Let's get on to the blacks. Okay, so here are some black creams. I'm just going to go through them very quickly. This is Mavala Black, and I think I've had this in my de-stash pile for quite a long time. It's an okay black. Definitely not one coat. I'm looking to see if actually I've got any one coat blacks, which I know they're hard to come by. That's actually not too bad for one coat, so that's the Mavala Black. And this one I think is, this came in a me box. And I think the formula is terrible on it. I've got a feeling it's okay, I'm not even going to try that. It's unusable. It probably would be okay if I used a thinner, but yeah, that one's done, so I'm going to get rid of this one. This is quite an old one as well. This is Pretty Perfect Polish Jet Black, and I used to use this for stamping quite a bit. It is a very opaque black. Yeah, I'm going to keep it. It's still in good condition. Most of my black creams I just use for stamping or nail art. That's actually quite a good black. This I know is a good black. This is Illamasqua Bouche. And it's a great formula. In fact, I think this would be my one coat black. Yeah. I've sent this to a few people actually. And if you've got it, it is a very good black, opaque, I would say, in one coat. So I'm going to keep that one. This is a fairly new one. This is, oh actually this has got a bit of a shimmer in it, so I'll just leave that to one side for a minute. And this is my go-to. This is Blackout from Maybelline. So a cheap black for when I'm doing a lot of nail art, maybe Halloween nail art. It does require 2 coats to become fully opaque, but I've just nudged Bouche there. It's actually pretty good for, actually, you know, maybe you can get one coat. You know, I'm going to keep these 3. So that's Bouche, no, Jet Black, Bouche and Blackout, and I'm actually going to put the Mavala back in the de-stash pile. So that's 3 I'm keeping, 1 I'm de-stashing, and 1 I'm just throwing in the bin, which is this Maggie May. And so I've got a couple of shimmery blacks and a leather effect. So let's start with this one. This was from a pound shop. This is a Nails Ink leather effect. And even though I don't like textured polishes, I actually quite like the finish of this. So it does require 2 coats. You can't really see it yet, but it does dry to this kind of, I don't know, like a plasticky PVC leather effect, and I quite like it. So that's the Nails ink. This is Zoya, one of my very few Zoyas, Zoya Raven, and I got this a long time ago. I would imagine that I've almost used most of this, but it is a shimmery black. Oh, it's still in reasonable condition. Again, requires 2 coats, and you have to look really hard to see the shimmer in there. You can see it just about, it just kind of lifts it from a very dense black. But yeah, it's going to need 2 coats. And this is Beauty from Ada's Nails. And this has got a shimmer in it. I'm not entirely sure if we can see the shimmer. Oh yeah, we can. Well, I can see it. To my eye, I can see it. I don't know if the camera's picking that up. I mean, compared to the Zoya, that is pretty opaque in one coat. So just about see the shimmer on that, very, very faintly. You can see the leather effect drying down there. So I am actually going to keep all 3 of these. So I've also got 3 shimmery blacks. So these are blacks that are black base but with lots of glitter, but you still get that black overall effect. This is Essie Haute Tub, and this has been in a Project Polish Mini, and I still haven't managed to use it. It's got those glitters do shift a little bit. There's a little bit of a kind of multi-chrome effect. Yeah, it's actually really pretty on the nail, but it still looks black. It's actually really pretty on the nail. You can see those shimmery glitters, but it does still look black. This is the very expensive Butter London. I always say that about this brand, and this is the Black Knight. This is a polish that needs to be built up. Let's have a look in one coat. Oh, it's actually not too bad. I'd forgotten what this was like. I thought it was more of a clear base. But that's actually quite nice. That is Butter London, the Black Knight on one coat. Don't know what that is there. And finally, from my shimmery, glittery, flaky black polishes, this is Werewolf, and this was from a Polish Me Royalty Halloween collection. And this is a black base with tons of rose gold glitter. Very unusual. That's Werewolf. So yeah, I'm going to be keeping all 3 of these. And actually I was quite surprised by the Butter London. I might have to break that out soon. And finally I have 5 holographic or multi-chrome type of polishes, glittery polishes. I will start with the one and only black holographic, and this is from Polish Me Royalty. This is one of the first holographic polishes I ever got, and this is Nightwish. It's a beautiful true black holographic, which can be quite difficult because with all of the holographic pigments it tends to change a black base into more of a kind of gunmetal grey. But this is a great formula. It requires 2 coats and it dries down really super linear holographic. So that's Nightwish. And that's my only black linear holographic. The rest of them are kind of scattered holographics. This one here is Starry Night from Sinful Colours. This is quite a famous black polish. Sorry if you can hear the motorbike out there, it's really loud. It's Sunday morning. And that's got lots of very finely milled scattered holographic glitter and kind of multi-chrome shard flakes. Very pretty, and actually quite a decent formula. I was worried that a lot of these black polishes would have terrible formulas, but I don't tend to reach for black polishes too often. I think it's just because it's I do like dark polishes, but black can sometimes just wash me out a little bit. This is a Ada's Nails polish. This is from the Life with Kids collection, and this is called Witching Hour, and it's a beautiful black jelly base stuffed with multichrome flakies and like holographic glitter. It's beautiful. And this is quite similar, but this is more multichrome flakes. This is Mesmeris Psychedelic Galaxy. Mesmeris is a UK indie brand that no longer exists, but she keeps saying on Instagram that she's coming back. I hope she does one day. That is actually quite similar to Witching Hour. In fact, all of these three are very similar. We'll see what they're like on a second coat. But the Mesmeris is more multi-chrome rather than holographic. And then finally we have the Scattered Holographic Glitter, and this is one of the Out of Space stories. This one is called, this one you can't read from the label, but this is called Light Years Away. And I believe that this is a jelly base as well. Well, this is very black actually, it's more of a crelly. And it captures all of those holographic glitters really well. I'm so impressed with Essence, and this collection I think is a classic. So that's all of my black polishes, and I'm going to get rid of these two and keep the rest of them. So I've now got, I think, 16, 15, 16. I'm going to put a second coat on the ones that need a second coat and come back and see if I maybe need to look at some of these comparisons and destashes, although I don't think I will be. So this is a second coat on everything that needed a second coat on. Look at that. That's the Witching Hour Ada's Nails polish. Beautiful. So I'm going to keep these three creams here. That's the leather effect, and I just really like it. It's unusual on the nail. So that's the Nails Ink. What's it called actually? It's called NoHo. But it's the leather effect. And this one here is Raven, Zoya's Raven. I think you can just see that shimmer a little bit. And this one dries matte actually. This is Beauty from Ada's Nails. So I am actually going to keep both of these. I would have probably destashed Raven, but I've used too much of it. And then the Shimmery glitters, this is Hot Tub from Essie, and this one is the Black Knight. I think the reason that I probably haven't reached for this very often, it does look very pretty and you would need a top coat definitely, but it's quite textured. But you know, it's a reasonable formula, but I think I've just hesitated because of the texture. This one is Werewolf, which has got that rose gold glitter from Polish Me Royalty, and that's Polish Me Royalty Nightwish, which is the black linear holographic, which hopefully you can see that there. Yep. And then we've got the glitters, which I'm actually going to keep all of them. This one is Starry Night from Sinful Colours. This one with the huge flakes is Witching Hour from Ada's Nails. This one is Psychedelic Galaxy from Mesmeris Lacquer, and it is very similar actually. This one's perhaps a little bit more densely packed with the silver glitters. This is 1,000 Light Years Away from Essence. So that's all my black polishes, all of them. I don't have many considering the size of my collection, but I am going to keep all of these. Let me know if you've got any really good one coat black creams, and do you like these glittery black polishes? Let me know which ones are your favourites, and I'll see you all in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye!